I'm at an old spot here. A friend of mine owns this, and Larry and I came out here yesterday, and you can see the old house. The old barn was back there behind me, but you can see the old house here. And right in this area, right in through here, about probably 45 years ago or more, a friend of mine, she said she was laying out on a blanket there and had her ring that her mom had given to her. And when she got up and shook the blanket out, the ring came off. And she reached out to me to see if I could I really do want to find this ring. I really do. Because it would be the oldest lost return that I have made. And so me and Larry came yesterday. We found a couple of 3 wheat pennies and some stuff. But I'm gonna do what I can here. Be back with you if I find it. I don't know if you can, I don't know if you can see that or not. That is a decorative little piece of brass. I think this was the bottom. It may be a small lipstick or some kind of makeup. I don't know. That's a cool find right there. Oh, overall button right there. I can't see what it says there. I found these before. A relic from the past. I've already got this one brushed off, and you see the shank right there. It is a button, and you may be able to read that. Garcia, Regina. Thank you, Regina, for something. Well, thank you, Regina, for the button. I've never seen a button. It is a bas relief right there. It's cut out in the button. Interesting. This button that I found commemorated Queen Elizabeth's coronation in 1953. It has the etched saying, Dea Gratia Regina F.D. Elizabeth II. The Latin Dea Gratia Regina means by the grace of God, Queen. The F.D. stands for Fidei Defensor, or Defender of the Faith. Elizabeth was born in Mayfair, London, as the first child of the Duke and Duchess of York, later King George VI and Queen Elizabeth. In 1947, she married Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, a former prince of Greece and Denmark, with whom she had 4 children: Charles, the Prince of Wales; Anne, Princess Royal; Princess Andrew, the Duke of York; and Prince Edward, the Earl of Wessex. When her father died in February 1952, Elizabeth became head of the Commonwealth and Queen Regent of 7 independent Commonwealth countries: the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, Pakistan, and Ceylon. And you might not know, during her grandfather's reign, Elizabeth was 3rd in line of succession to the British throne, behind her uncle Edward and her father. Although her birth generated public interest, she was not expected to become queen, as Edward was still young and likely to marry and have children of his own who would precede Elizabeth in the line of succession. When her grandfather died in 1936 and her uncle succeeded as Edward VIII, she became 2nd in line to the throne after her father. Later that year, though, Edward relinquished his monarchical authority after his proposed marriage to a divorced socialite, Wallis Simpson. Consequently, Elizabeth's father became king, and she became the heir presumptive. If her parents had had a later son, he would have been heir apparent and above her in the line of succession, which was determined by male preference at the time. That did not happen, and she became queen, and this button commemorates that fact. common find on these old house sets. A ceramic jar lid. There's part of the lid. That's actually part of the washer right there. I've gridded just about all of that right there. And I have found a ring, but I don't think that that's the ring that she's talking about. It's broke off the back. I suspect that that is a ring. Could be a charm or something. Anyway, Alexis will like that. You see the residue right there. It's copper penny. I hadn't filmed any of these, although I found maybe 5 or 6. We didn't film our wheats the other day, but we did find 2 of those. That's not an uncommon find around these old house sites. Old file. That is a cultivator point. Use that in gardens, but also most everybody raised tobacco. And you would cultivate tobacco with those right there. I know it doesn't look like much, but that is part of a knife, probably a kitchen knife. That's wood. That's part of the handle right there, and the handle, other part of the handle would have went over there. And here's part of the blade right here. It's all corroded up, but weren't stainless back in the day. That's an interesting find. That's a cool find right there. It's a handle off of an old water faucet. It's got some age on it. Well, I may have to put the wide angle lens on to get that one. That is another fowl, and that baby is huge, I tell you. That's a big old one. Well, I didn't find the ring that I was looking for, but I did find some nice relics. I tell you what, a ring that has been gone for 45 years. It's going to be hard to find, I think. But some of this grass right back here that's grown up, I'm probably going to bring a mower in or have the landowner bring a mower in and hit some of that. The ring could be off over that side right there.